What's up, all you dirty little heathens out there? Welcome back to the Half-Ass Heathen
Heathen
Podcast.
podcast.
This is take one, I swear.
Liar.
Welcome back to episode 11. In this one, the title is Coincidence? I Think Not. Today we'll be diving into how we think that the coincidences are not just coincidences. You know, something, it's the force or something. Who knows? But we're going to touch on like some experiences with coincidences, what our thoughts are with coincidences, and all that jazz.
All the details.
Yeah. If you're new to this podcast, we are called the Half-Ass Heathen Podcast because we don't really script nothing. We just kind of go off the top of the dome. If you're enjoying what you hear, and even if you're not, just give us a follow, give us a bell, send this to your friends, your enemy, the fucking dude that mows your lawn.
The mailman.
The mailman.
Mm-hmm.
My daddy was a mailman.
Was he really?
I mean, my father doesn't know about that, but
Is this a joke? I'm just not getting it.
it was a joke.
Oh.
I am Cody Black, your host. Joined here with my beautiful co-host, my wife Dana.
Howdy, y'all.
We are we're going to be about a day late on this episode, and apologies for that. We had another birthday pop up to a beautiful little baby with some cute chubby cheeks.
She turned 1 and she's so adorable.
She's so fucking cute. Oh my god. But yeah, my buddy came from across country to do a birthday for his baby girl with his family and stuff, and somebody that I consider a brother. So we went there and kind of pushed us back in schedule, and hopefully you understand. If you don't, tough shit.
Deal with it.
But this one, full disclaimer, I am pretty buzzed.
I'm not.
I've had. Here I go with the we. I've had fun today. It's been a fun day.
Yeah, it is. Your friend came back from her travels, and
yeah,
we got to see her after, how long was she gone?
About a month and a half.
Yeah. Seemed like 6 months.
Yeah, just like today, and like we had a good breakfast too.
Yeah, we did.
We had some like leftover baked potato from a barbecue I did with leftover steak, but we chopped up the steak, put it in some eggs with a bunch of fat.
It was yummy.
It's just been a good day. I've been like chock full of energy all fucking day.
Yeah, me too.
Even after wrestling with kids all day, like,
yeah,
I'm feeling pretty good. Even before the beers, but now I'm feeling like really good.
This is my first one.
So hopefully I keep on track. Wow, like the one night I don't put on no disturb, I'm getting fucking messages.
I wonder if they heard that.
Yeah, it comes up. Put on no disturb.
Sorry if that hurt your ears.
Full disclosure, if you are new, we don't edit, we don't do any of that fun stuff because we are the Half-Ass Heathen Podcast, where everything is half-assed and a little bit heathen, and we don't do that. We like to keep things raw and keep everything like conversation and whatnot. But to get down to it, so today we are going off of coincidence. I think not, because I am a believer, and I've preached this in past episodes, but I really wanted to touch on this in its full entirety. How the gods work, how the runes work, and all that jazz can be just like rounded up into like one topic: coincidences. I think it's important to talk about. I think it's a good thing to point out to people, because usually when I say it in an episode, it's like a 10-second thing.
Wait, are we gonna do what our views on coincidences mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you told me already, but I just want to make sure.
Yeah, we're gonna touch on like all that stuff. But how I'm not gonna speak for you, but how I view how the gods work, how the runes work, and everything is with coincidences. So just to kind of preface this, it's spelled preface.
I know.
I go off how words are spelt.
It's just funny.
To preface this, um, the gods, the Norse gods, will not fix your problems. They will not jump in front of you and like, hey, let me do that for you. What they will do is they will give you tools to help you fix your situation. Like we touched on the last episode, we talked about how Fehu was like meant wealth, and at the beginning you thought that keeping like the rune in your pocket would just attract money, but then
Hmm.
we talked on
I thought
like
the money would just be handed to me.
yeah, but then this we touched on how maybe a new job opportunity would open up to you or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like the answers and the tools come to you in a way that you're not really looking at it. And
So you
once
can think that you didn't get anything from asking, and you just, I don't know what I'm saying.
yeah, so what you're saying is we should be asking Alexandria. um but yeah, so God's ain't gonna fix it for you, but they will give you answers to your, if you want to call it prayers, whatever. They will give you your answers and their support through tools, which will come to you in coincidence. Because if you think about it, there's a lot of lives going on. Everybody's going through the same thing. You woke up, you put your pants on, you brush your teeth, you took your shit, whatever.
You
Every
farted.
single person has to do that in their life.
Hmm.
So they can't necessarily just make people do stuff. My favorite analogy that I've heard is, if you're like in a pinch, like, oh, I need some money, like I need to afford some bread this week because this economy is shit. It's not going to be like you're magically going to have an extra like $4, which is the price of a loaf of bread where we live
Yeah.
because the economy's fucked. But it's not like you're just going to wake up and there's going to be an extra $4. But throughout your day, the gods could influence people to accidentally drop some change when they put their change in their pocket at the store, right?
Hmm.
Somebody picks up that change, gives it to the clerk, and is like, hey, somebody dropped a couple bucks on the floor. And he goes, okay, I'll hold on to it. Somebody else comes in, drops a couple quarters, and he picks it up and says, like, hey, you know what? You can keep the change. You go to the store, you're a little bit short, and the guy says, hey, I got like 250 here that is just here. Like we can get your bread situation sorted.
Or somebody offers to pay for your food or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But the God's answers don't come to like they don't fix things for you, and these
It's just
coincidences will
tools to
line
help
up,
yourself.
and they work through coincidences of just shit
Something just
happening.
happened.
And I think it's very important to recognize those coincidences. I
Me
think
too.
I'm going to say this word so many times it's going to lose meaning.
Okay.
Coinkydinks.
Winkety.
So these coinkydinks happen. Learning to recognize these coinkydinks is a very powerful tool. Can point you in a good direction. Like I'm one of those people that sees the same number everywhere I go, right? A lot of people it's like 1111, like
It's like
angel
angel
numbers.
numbers.
Yeah. For me it's the number 115, and it's always been that way.
I don't think I have one. Maybe
Mm.
1111.
And when I'm like down in my luck, like wondering, am I going down the right path? Like I'll be having that thought driving or something or at the store, and then I'll see 115, and I'm like, all right, I'm on the path, right?
You're on the right path.
And I did look up the numerology, so I don't want people to get smart with me. I already went through it. But now that you know about 115, you're gonna start seeing it too. I've already cursed a couple people with
It's like if you get a
it.
certain car, then you're gonna say that exact car everywhere you go.
um, but like we touched on the last episode, the same thing happens with when you're doing like a rune reading, or if you're asking the runes for advice. They won't necessarily tell you how to fix it. They can tell you like what's going on, like negatively, what's going on positively, what's going on
Your how you're feeling, maybe.
like how you what selfish thing you're doing that's holding you back.
Yeah, it calls you out.
And it's not going to tell you like, hey, yeah, you bought like 12 cheeseburgers
You
last
done
Monday.
fucked up.
Like maybe eat a couple salads, you fucking fat boy. It's not. They're not going to tell you that shit, but they're going to be all like, hey, yeah, you're lacking in the money. You go, yeah, no shit. They're like, hey, you know what? Maybe you should work on building your wealth. And you're like, no shit, that's why I'm coming to you. I need some money. And then it's like, what's holding me back? And then you pull out the fucking Big Macaroon. And then it's like, yeah, go fucking buying these fucking things. But everything comes down to coincidences. I did want us to touch on some of our experiences with these coincidences, and
Not just about ruins.
yeah,
Thoughts
not
too.
just
It's just
runes, not just
overall.
guns, because this is, you're probably not going to read this in a book. This is not historical, and I should actually tag,
It's just our opinions and
yeah,
experiences.
and I should tag historical heathen on TikTok because he got upset that we didn't tag him in a historical bit that we put on TikTok.
Well, every time we do it now, we can tag him.
Yeah, I can mention him one time, just tag him. But no, dude's cool as fuck. I love his. If you guys are on TikTok, go follow Historical Heathen. He's got like 2 accounts. One has like historical dot heathen, and then one has like historical underscore heathen.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember which one does which, but one sticks purely with like historical heathen stuff, and then one he just kind of is just like broad history stuff.
Oh, so he's like, what is it, like history buff?
Yeah, so like everything's political now. So one of his channels he does like readings on like the Constitution and the amendments and the laws and what have you. The other one is strictly heathen, as far as I'm aware. But if you guys are on TikTok, give him a follow. Dude's a fucking awesome guy, full of knowledge, and he's a beautiful Old Norse speaker. Like,
Yeah, I've heard
dude's
some of his
fantastic.
videos
Mhm.
when you're watching it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So maybe I'm gonna tag him. If I do tag him, if I remember to, or if I feel like this is good enough after I listen back on it.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my train of thought.
Tagging him.
Yeah.
Look back on it.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm not fighting with it.
Okay.
I've had a few. I'm gonna try to keep myself on
Track. Okay.
I'm just having a good time. Do you want to kind of go off on one of your experiences? I know as soon as I mentioned what I wanted to do with this one, you were like, "Ooh, I got it. I'm doing it."
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
All right, let's hear it.
But which one should I do?
A fun one.
A fun one? I think they're all fun in their
I mean,
own way.
unless you want me to go off what I was gonna go off on, give you a second to get yourself together. Or...
I mean, they're in my brain. I think one that I want to focus on would be the one we did for the summer solstice.
That was cool.
Yeah. It was this year, right? Or was it last year?
Yeah, no, that was this year.
Okay. Maybe it's been so long that my brain is like, yeah, last year.
Dude, that's how it feels being a parent.
Yeah. But we did a thing for the summer solstice, and it was to let go of our negative energy from the previous year, and all that jazz.
Yeah, it was more like a ritual to kind of shed off our skin from the last year, and welcome in the sun, welcome in
Not actually
like
shedding your
new
skin.
beginnings. I mean, I shed my skin like only when I'm on my period. I don't know about you, but I do.
I'm actually a lizard person, so
You're a politician?
yeah.
Oh my god.
In disguise.
Are you gonna run for president? Sorry, they don't run for president. They only run for Congress and Senate and the House.
Supposedly, they're all the major people in the country.
Anyways, so
yeah,
we did this. We did a cleansing ritual on the solstice.
Summer solstice. Yeah.
Because people back in the day, they had like 2 seasons. They had the cold, we can't grow shit, and then they had the sun's coming back.
Yeah.
So I like to see the summer as the new year instead of the, I don't know, fucking 1st of January.
Yeah.
Um, but we did a cleansing ritual on the summer solstice in our house.
Right where we're sitting, basically.
In the kitchen.
Yeah.
Do you want to keep going off? You want me
Yeah.
to?
I mean, the items we had a candle, we had a bowl,
Yeah.
and
Important to the story, a Pyrex glass bowl that can go into a fucking oven.
yes, it can be put in the oven. High
It's
heat.
important.
Yes. And then I think you had written on a piece of paper a rune.
Yep.
Do you remember which one it was?
I believe we did a Yera rune.
Okay.
It essentially it translates to year, so it was
Yeah.
a way of like signifying the year, and the whole
Yeah.
premise was we were going to put some sage and some salt into this bowl,
With the paper.
set it on fire, put the paper in there,
Yeah.
and burn the intentions out into the energies around us,
Yeah.
whatever.
To release the negative energy or something like that.
Yeah. So we lit the green candle.
We lit the green candle,
Green.
which was, yeah, I said green.
I know. I'm emphasizing.
Okay. You're confusing me.
Emphasis.
But it was on the table. Not really close to us, I would say.
No, the table was kind of off to the side.
It was probably like in the middle.
Well, we lit the candle, and then we did like a small meditation just to kind of get our heads in
clear
that space.
Our mind, ground us, and then
we stepped over to the sink.
Yeah, the sink.
Yeah, because I turned the water on just in case I had to put out the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you put the stuff in the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You said some words.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember.
I wrote out a whole like little speech in Old Norse.
Yeah, and then you did that,
Mm-hmm.
and I was kind of just there.
Yeah, it was more like it was like protect, cleanse, welcome new year kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Very basic caveman talk because I don't know how the grammar works with Old Norse.
Yeah. I can't remember specifically when you started lighting it.
Mm-hmm.
Did it like immediately light? Like I can't remember if we struggled for a minute.
I put a little tea light candle in the bottom of the bowl.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because for me it's
and
like
then you put it on top.
Yeah, for me it was like a symbolic thing. It's like I put the tea light candle in, which I've done many times before.
Yeah.
We're talking about coincidences. So I need to specify.
Yeah.
I have used the same bowl before. I've put a tea candle in it before. I have sprinkled white sage powder on top before. I have sprinkled Celtic salt on before.
Yes.
I have put a note in it before. All the stuff I've done myself.
Yes. This night, first thing we really noticed was the flame looked like it was floating in the bowl, and it was white. And then after that, how did that
I was holding the bowl with a fucking mitt.
Yeah, you were holding it
with like a towel or something.
Yeah,
because
it was getting hot.
Well, we had the window open with the fan in it and pushing the air out,
the smoke out.
Yeah. And because we live in an apartment, a complex where we can't light stuff on fire. We can't have incest.
Wow.
Can't fuck our sisters in this hotel apartment. Jesus Christ. Anyways, we can't burn incense. Incense,
guys, not incest.
We can't burn incense. We cannot burn incense or candles or anything in here. It's like against the lease. If you know who we are, shut the fuck up. Don't report us. So we had the window open. I've got a fan in the window pointing out, so it's blowing out all the smoke and shit. So I'm holding this bowl with a towel or oven mitt or whatever the fuck I had.
Yeah.
And it started to get hot.
Yeah, like really hot.
Even though I had a towel underneath it. And we just kept kind of like speaking our intentions into it.
Yeah, we were putting our energy and stuff into it. And then I think it like shattered.
Yeah.
And then you just ran to the sink.
And I threw it in.
Yeah.
And we had the water running, which was good.
It wasn't like a huge shatter. It was more like a clink.
Oh, dude, it like cracked in half.
Yeah.
The bowl like cracked in half, and then one of the halves broke in half again. So
Yeah.
It was, I mean, just shocking to me. I'm glad I
This
had the sink
bowl was
running.
made to go in the oven.
Yeah.
Like, it's so crazy to think that it just exploded
Well,
like
I mean,
that.
what happened was the glass caught on fire,
Yeah.
which it takes a lot of fucking heat to catch glass on
And this was
fire.
just a regular candle.
It was a little tea
Like,
light
we weren't
candle.
doing anything to make it get so freaking hot like
Yeah,
that.
like I kept the fucking flamethrower in the closet. Like,
Yeah.
we don't have a flamethrower.
We do not.
Yeah. Especially if the NRA asks.
And then after that, I had looked at the table and I saw our candle, which was green, was red.
Yep.
Like, and it wasn't like just like a subtle red or anything. It was just completely like bright red.
Blood fucking
yeah,
red.
blood red. It was crazy. The whole experience, we're like, whoa.
Mhm. And I mean, since then, thinking about it now, since then, we've had so much of our past negativity shed off of us.
Yeah.
I should enunciate that. Shed off of us.
Mm-hmm.
Almost sounded like it said shit off of us. But
I love it when you mess up words.
You know,
like
I'm not going to get into like personal details, but you know, we recently had something, you know, come up, and we had to, you know, take a deep breath and like, you know, something big, personal, big thing, and we had to like just let it kind of roll off and put the trust in and stuff like that. Nobody was cheating or nothing. Okay, nobody was cheating, nothing. You have to back me up on that.
Nobody was cheating.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't want them thinking I'm being defensive.
Okay, I was just letting you talk.
But it's a you know, it was a kind of a big thing that popped up between us, and it was one of those like, you know, do we want to work on this? Do we want to kind of like let it, you know, work? Like, do we want to? God damn it. Anyways, big thing came up, and we've had
negative people go away.
We've had negative people go away. We've had little things pop up here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck. I was gonna say little things going on here and there, and then I just totally forgot I was gonna specify on something. Anyways, anything that you noticed?
I don't know. Not that I can think of right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then shortly after that, we ended up doing an actual cleansing ritual with our good friend.
Yes.
We went camping.
It was a good night.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to touch on that? Since I mean, it kind of ties in because
we gotta have some context for what our experience is.
Yeah, so I mean, we were planning a summer solstice thing with our good friend, who is also heathen.
Yes.
And honestly, like, kind of our boss.
Yeah.
I it's a bad word, but like, she's like the person that we go to for like advice and stuff like that.
She's
somebody who we look up to and appreciate and love. You're thinking.
Yes.
Quit thinking so hard it's hurting my head.
Why?
But we went camping, and we did do this camping trip because we were going to plan something with her for the solstice, but with work and all that stuff, it just could not happen. Mm-hmm. So after the solstice, we decided to go out and do something while we're camping.
Yeah, it was like basically like the solstice thing, right?
Yeah, so it was kind of the same thing. Like, you know, doing like a big cleanse on all of us. We like tried to like do a cleanse on like the negativity of the town and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was like just a general thing.
Something really interesting happened. Couple things really happened. It really
interesting happened.
Thank you. But they really did happen.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to talk about it more? Because we were mostly planning putting you in the forefront with this ritual.
Yeah.
So do you want to go off on it, or?
I mean, I'm not going to go into super detail, but I want to say that towards the end, we put the meat in the cup. We each had the same amount in each cup. And you guys did yours, you know, and then I did mine, and the fire just went whoosh.
Yeah, it was a little bit of like a with ours, but with yours, the fire damn near exploded. It was
like it got pretty big, and then it settled down, which was crazy because we all had the same amount.
Yeah,
like nobody had more.
And I think you actually had less in your cup when you put it in the fire.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
poured it into mine.
Yeah,
Right.
so we had the main cup.
And we drank a little bit.
Yep.
And then we put it in the fire.
Mm.
Yeah.
But something really interesting happened that night too.
Mm-hmm.
After we did the ritual, we're sitting around the campfire.
We're talking.
We're talking and stuff. Do you remember what I was saying? Like the big thing that happened.
I just remember us talking about like Christianity stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then you saw that figure behind me.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
So we did this cleansing ritual. We had the cool fire. The cool thing happened in the fire. The fire blew up. And after the ritual, me and my friend are looking at Dana like, holy shit, this is like,
This is
something,
crazy.
something magic's going on, because
I'm sitting there
this
just
is
like
insane. So we sit down after this ritual, and I'm staring at Dana. Dana's sitting like across from me. Our friend's sitting on the other side
She
of
was
the
in
fire.
front of me, and I was.
Yeah, we were doing a fucking
We were
triangle.
spaced apart.
We had a
you know.
triangle with the chairs because it was
Yeah.
kind of
And
chilly.
you could see my shadow behind.
But I'm doing my thing I do. I'm always watching, the tree line and stuff, making sure
Yeah.
there's no like mountain lions coming up or
At
whatever.
this point, me and your friend were talking.
And I'm looking at Dana, and the fire flickered, and I saw this tall, dark, just like gaunt entity behind her. Like, seriously, if I had to relate it to a real, or not real, if I had to relate it to something, it's like that look from the food critic in Ratatouille. He's very like gaunt,
Long
just
face.
like tall, and long face, and like dark flat hair. It was like almost like that, except he was not critiquing your cooking. But he was just standing behind Dana at this point, and I kind of look at her, and
you did tell me to calm down.
Yeah, because you were going on about your,
beliefs
being raised in the cult and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I told you, I was like, hey, you need to take a deep breath, and I was like, this is what I saw. And then our friend talked you through, like kind of letting it go, like like telling it to go, like go to where you're loved most.
You're not needed here.
You
need to go where you're more accepted, but right now you are not accepted here.
Because we like to go off like respect.
Yeah, that's
although
a big thing.
I do get mouthy with the spirits.
I feel like you do it when you need to.
Yeah. I mean, everybody needs a fucking cussing out sometime.
Yeah.
Even me.
Like Kaylin does.
Yeah. You had a hair standing straight up.
Oh, nice.
I got it.
I did put some gel in my hair, and I kind of regret it.
Yeah. Gel does not go in my hair. But yeah, just to like summarize, I mean, with these two experiences, these two rituals, like it was a coincidence that the green candle, turned blood red.
Yep.
The melted portion, I should specify. Not like the whole candle just like bing turned red.
It looked like the whole candle to me.
I mean, that was the light.
Oh.
But the top melted
Very
portion.
top, yeah.
And we had this candle going for a while we're doing like a little meditation. So there's like a good like 2-3 inches of melted shit on top.
Yeah.
And with the second story, there's a coincidence that your mead caught more fire
than the rest. Yeah.
Sound like cavemen. Your mead, big fire. That was a big coincidence because this was mostly towards you. We were trying to make sure that you were taken care of. You were okay. You were cleansed.
Because I am baby heathen, and so it's like I'm experiencing it for the first time.
Plus your cult upbringing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even this apartment that we live in used to be owned by the cult prophet, and
it's in the shape of a P.
Yeah, there's a lot of negativity here. And there's a lot of, like, you can feel it walking down the hall. There's a lot of negative energy in this.
There was some nights where we'd walk down it and I could hear, like, footsteps and shit. It's just, ew.
Yeah. When I first moved in here, I was carrying my daughter down the hall. And she looked up, started laughing, and going, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And she's all like, Dad, the girl on the ceiling just... And I'm like, what fucking grudge shit is going on here? So,
that's what horror movies are made of.
Dude, yeah. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
But with your cult upbringing, there's a lot of negativity that came up with that and with the religion that you were in.
Mhm.
So that night when we were camping, we wanted to make sure that you were good,
Yeah.
you were cleansed, and you had a figure following you around, and only you could let it go.
Yeah.
So it was a coincidence that the
It
fire
was my
blew
own
up.
energy I was feeding off of.
Mm. Coincidence, fire blew up. Coincidence that I saw the figure behind you.
And I was able to let it go.
Mm. So hopefully we touched enough on the coincidences with that.
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, experiences are like, you guys are legit just trusting us.
Yeah.
It's okay if you don't. I don't care either way. If you don't, you're kind of stupid because it's not like you can prove us wrong. These are just personal experiences. And I'm sure everybody's experienced something at least similar to this. Like, one thing going on, you ask for one thing, and then something pops up that you don't recognize. And then, I don't know, year down the line, you go, I could have accepted that fucking job offer. Like that one person who hit on me, they were handsome and they looked good. Like maybe something would have happened good between us.
I don't know if this is, I'm just gonna say it, but I saw a TikTok or something, and this guy walks out of this restaurant and he's standing in the corner. He's like doing a prayer or something because he's Christian. And then a kid had walked up to him and he's like, I don't know if you're homeless, but here's $1. And it turns out he was a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
And he ended up taking this kid and doing some cool shit stuff. I think that's like a huge coincidence. Like you're showing somebody kindness and then they're just like, come and have some fun with me, you know?
Yeah, and I mean that ties into like the historical things with like be nice to the old guy that you see on the street with the hat because it
Yeah.
might be Odin,
Yeah.
Or the if you're raised Christian, the Good Samaritan. Like you don't take those times. Like it's not a coincidence that you as a good person are driving down the road and you see somebody that needs help. That's not a coincidence. Now make sure you got a gun on you just in case this fucker's crazy.
I may have a coincidence. I think I told you this before.
Oh, dude, it's a coincidence that you had a coincidence.
But I don't know how much of a coincidence, but
wait.
What?
Did you hear that?
What?
Oh, nothing.
Oh my god. Don't do that. Okay, this was before I knew my husband and knew about heathens and stuff. I was in Phoenix at the time.
I just love that you call me your husband. That was so good.
Stop, you're making me blush. Okay.
You were in Phoenix.
I was in Phoenix and we had just taken the groceries out to the car and this older gentleman comes up to me and he was super respectful and he's like, hey, do you have any like extra change on you by chance? And I was like, no, not at the moment, but I think I gave him a penny. And he's like, thank you so much for this, like even though it's like just a small amount, it's gonna help me a ton. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he starts walking away and I turned to the car to see if Dixie saw because I didn't know if it was like some homeless person being weird or something. I don't know. But I turned around and he was gone. He's completely gone. Even when we were driving away from the store, I kept looking back and looking around, looking down the streets. Like he kind of had like a wobble, like he wasn't like walking, like a normal person, I guess.
Yeah, so either that was Odin or this dude was like 1 penny away from getting the winning lottery ticket. And he was gone. He's like, I'm getting this fucking shit.
Yeah. He seemed like a pretty wholesome person. Like he was super nice and stuff.
Did you just hear that?
Oh my god. It was your burp. I knew it.
You're hiding your mic. You burp right after me.
I always try not to burp in the mic.
Yeah, I don't know. Hellbound Heathen on TikTok messaged me and was like, yeah, your episode was cool, but your burp scared the shit out of me driving home at 2 a.m. in the morning. The beer will bring burping to your ear. Okay, well, I want to touch on the one that I'm thinking of, my story, before I fucking forget.
Okay.
One of my big um, one of my big things with coincidences. So a couple years ago, it was my birthday, and same thing that happens on every one of my birthdays. Everybody seems to forget, so I
Hmm.
quit celebrating my birthdays because I'm like, I wanted to quit feeling so fucking bad for myself, and it's just like, yeah, that just it happens, right?
Yeah.
Um, so I had plans with somebody close to me, and they forgot. They forgot about the plans. Decided to go ice fishing with somebody that they were crushing on,
Oh.
and that made me feel even more like shit. So that's when I started hitting
Yeah.
up our friend. We really need to see if we can say her name on this podcast. We should
Hmm.
probably talk to her about it because I'm getting sick of saying this friend.
I know. It's so
But
hard.
until she's okay with it, I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
Um, but our good friend, she, I guess, saw it on Facebook or something, but she called me and she's like, or no. I called her and was like, hey, what you doing? She's like, I'm not doing anything. I was like, hey, do you want to hang out? She's like, yeah. So go to her place, literally 2 minute walk from our place.
Yeah.
So I walk over with a 6 pack, and we're sitting in her place, drinking, having a good time, and then this other person that went ice fishing showed up with. So there's a knock at the door, and I'm like, "Who the fuck is over here?" She was like, "Who the fuck is over here?" She opens the door. It was this person that we both know, and she shows up with steaks and a big old bottle of wine, and was like, "I'm sorry, I forgot your birthday," and blah blah blah. And I was like, "Oh, it's okay." And I accepted the steak and I accepted the wine. I'm not gonna put that aside. And then my
Yeah.
good friend, after this other person left, my good friend was like, "It's your birthday," and I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Why the fuck didn't you tell me?" I was like, "I just wanted to hang out." So she gave me a really cool axe. It's like a full on like
I don't
combat.
think I've seen it yet.
Yeah, it's in the closet. I showed you.
Mm-mm.
Anyways, it's a CRKT like actual like battle tactical axe. Like this is not something
Ooh.
I'm gonna use for like chopping fucking wood. So she gave that to me, and then we're talking about stuff, whatever. And then I go home. I'm like happy. I honestly was just like chugging the wine. I was like, here's my birthday present. So
Chug chug.
chugging the wine. I go to sleep. The next day, I got to go pick up my nephew from work or for work, and so I go pick him up for work. We go to work, and then I'm taking him home from work. And then on the way home, I'm like looking up at the sky, and it's dark, and the stars are out and stuff, and I was still feeling pretty butthurt about people forgetting about my birthday and stuff. Like at least one person. I was feeling very pitiful about myself that night,
Yeah.
and I'm screaming at the sky about I just need my partner in life. I need somebody who cares about me. I need somebody who's going to be there with me through thick and through thick and thin. Somebody that I can trust, and somebody, I just need my fucking partner and my other half. I need somebody. I need to get going on the rest of my life because my life is, I'm almost 30. Like I'm about
Mm-hmm.
halfway there for average for men. Like I need to get my family going. About a week after that, I start talking to you.
Yeah.
That's a weird coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
But not only that, like you posted something on Facebook of like, so here's the coincidence. Coincidence, me, single guy, adding single woman on Facebook in my area.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you, I saw your profile picture and I was like, I don't know about her, but okay. So I added you as a friend. And then the day after I'm sitting there screaming at the sky, you post something on Facebook about how the next guy that you're with, you're going to treat like a king.
Mm-hmm.
And then I posted a GIF from Hunger Games going,
Yeah.
I volunteer as tribute. And then you're like, I bet, and then we start talking. And then
Uh-huh.
here we are. Like, there's weird coincidences. Like, it took every single step of my birthday to build essentially a bridge to us meeting. Even after I start screaming at the sky,
Have you forgotten all those years that me and you had the same dreams?
Oh, that's another thing. I was gonna lead up to it, but since do you want to start it, or do you want me to start it?
I guess you can tell your side of the
Hmm.
dreams, and then I can say my side.
Well, I was thinking about doing it different,
Oh, how
but
do you want to do it?
another coincidence. So I'm talking to this girl that I've never met, I know nothing about, and another coincidence pops up. She goes, "Hey, do you like Viking metal?" And just to preface this, we were FaceTiming every night,
Yeah,
and
we were living apart.
yeah, and we were FaceTiming every night, talking for all fucking night.
It's also a coincidence that we lived really close together when we
Mhm.
started talking.
But you didn't know that now, because I was
Yeah.
staying with my nephew because we
Oh
worked at the same
yeah, I
place.
forgot
It
about
was it was snowy. His car couldn't make it through the mud, so I had to give him rides back and forth from work. But yeah, I mean, it's a coincidence that that night, you asked me, you're like, "Do you listen to Viking metal?" And I was like, yeah." You're like, "You ever heard of Brothers of Metal?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's like my favorite band right now."
I
And you're
forgot
like,
about
"I
that.
fucking love that shit." And I was like, "Hey, so there's this faith." No, there's this faith that's tied into this Viking metal that you're talking about. Then I told you about it, and it was important to me that if I did find a partner, they'd at least be open minded
I forgot what my
to the stuff.
response was.
Well, I told you I was like, "Hey, there's this faith. It's called heathenry or Norse paganism," and I was
Hmm.
I was like, I just want to let you know that this is what I'm doing." And you just said, "Oh, that's fucking cool as shit."
Hmm.
And then you just like start asking questions and stuff. We talked about it, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I can see myself getting into that. That
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense." Um, but I forgot what you just said. You wanted to talk about,
Dreams.
oh yeah, the dreams. Um, so fast forward a couple days, we're talking nonstop on the phone when I'm home from work. We're
Hmm.
FaceTiming and all that stuff for hours, all night, every night.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I was like laughing, and you're like, "What?" And I was like, "Hey, this is weird. I just wanted to let you know, like, I've been having these dreams for most of my life where I've had this secret relationship with somebody in my dreams." And I thought you were gonna be like, "You're fucking weird," but you're like, yeah, me too."
Hmm.
And I was like, "Oh, that's crazy. Like, tell me about the person that you're seeing." And then you start going off on one of your dreams, and I was like, "That sounds pretty familiar."
Hmm.
And I was like, "Does it end this way?" And you're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Uh-huh."
I can't specifically remember though.
It don't matter.
I remember in the dream like there was a scenery of like a get together or something, and I remember like seeing you. I don't know if there was another person involved,
Mm.
but then I like walk up to you, and then like we hug or something like that.
Oh yeah, that was one where we were like in a forest, and I was hanging out with a little girl and a little boy, and then you came out wearing a red dress.
Yeah, that's the
Mm.
one.
Like, I seen that from my side, you saw that from your side, and you were trying to explain what I was wearing,
Hmm.
and I was like, "Hold on." At the time, I think I was like 18 when I had that dream, and I was like, at the time, I used to have this white shirt that I wore all the time.
Hmm.
And so I pulled up a picture, sent it to you, and then you're like, "That's the fucking shirt you're wearing."
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, I was like, "All right, hold on, we gotta fucking confirm this."
Yeah.
So I don't want to get too personal because this is a me and you thing.
Yeah.
Um, but essentially, we started talking about these dreams that we're having, and as we were talking, we were finishing each other's, literally finishing each other's sentences on these
Yep.
streams. Like, she would go off like, "Oh, the stream was here in this setting, and then this happened." I was like, "And then this happened." She goes, "How the fuck did you know about that?"
Yeah.
And then she would be like, "Hey, yeah, there's no this other one where we were in a house and this happened, this happened, this happened." I was like, "And then this happened." She goes, "How the fuck did you know?"
Yeah. It just kept going and going. It's like we've been having dreams about meeting
Hmm.
our whole freaking lives. It's crazy.
And it is weird. We've had some discrepancies where um her age doesn't match up to my age at the time that we had the dreams. But I'm that kind of person that doesn't believe in a linear timeline. Like time's more like a ball of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, stuff. And yeah, so I mean, just with that story alone, there's just so many coincidences that went into leading us to be together.
Yeah.
We've been in a very small apartment with two little kids.
For over
We
a
haven't
year now.
we haven't had one fight.
Nope.
We agree on most of things.
Yeah.
Hold on. We agree on the important stuff.
Yes.
Our morals. For me, it's my politics, because I was with the liberal before, and I was like, I'm not doing that again because it just causes too much tension, and we're not fucking conservative, by the way. Okay. I don't want people getting offended. Like, I'm never gonna listen to this again because they're fucking Republican right wing bullshit. We're not. We just want to go build on our property and not be fucking taxed for our property and not have to go through a system to build a fucking building on our property. Okay.
We want to survive.
We just want to live our lives.
Mhm.
Anyways, all the main stuff we agree on, and so far it's just been easy going.
It has. It's
there's
been nice.
been no fighting. If you ask me to do something, I do it. If I ask you to do something, you do it.
Yep.
And I don't think it's coincidences at all that have led us to be together.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, coincidences are huge to recognize. Once you learn to recognize those coincidences, you can legit just mold your own life.
Yeah.
You recognize these as open doors. Oh, it's a coincidence. My flat tire, I got a flat tire right next to this beautiful person that's running next to me on a jog, and they stop and go, hey, do you need help? And maybe that's like a little open door. Like, if you're single and she's single, or if you're a woman listening to this, like, oh, this beautiful person's stopping and talking to me. Maybe that's an open door. Maybe that's like your person. Maybe instead of just going, no, I'm good,
Yeah.
maybe go, like, no, I think I'm good, but I could use some company. I might be here for a second. Maybe that'll spark up something.
I do have a excuse me. I do have a coincidence that's not related to Norse stuff.
No, that's fine.
This is before I met you.
Yeah, this is just life in general.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters what faith you are in.
Damn. Anyways.
I don't think it matters what faith you have. I think coincidences are the open doors you have to recognize, no matter who you are, what you are, or what faith you have. Learn to recognize these things, and it'll lead you to a better life.
Yes. This was, I don't know how long before I met you, but I was talking to my ex best friend, and I had a little car. It was a Chevy Sparks, little tiny thing, and prior to that, I was going to work and somebody shot a BB bullet in my car and shattered it, so like you couldn't really see out of the window and it wasn't working. But on my way to Phoenix is where my ex best friend used to live. Before I even got to like the main highway, my window had fallen into the car, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just like put a blanket or like try to prop it up. So I was going down the highway, just past the outskirts of our town.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up having to pull over and kicking the window out. I had to kick the window out. And the whole time it was cold because it's like closer to winter time.
So this is your windshield?
Yeah, it was my right windshield, passenger.
Wait,
windshield.
hold on. That's just the window on your door?
Yeah.
Okay. No, windshield's one in front of you.
Oh, I meant window.
Okay.
But yeah, I ended up having to kick it out, and Kalen was with me, and he I had the heater on full blast. I had to put a blanket in the window and it wasn't really working, and yeah, it was
Because
an
he
experience.
was just a baby at that time.
Yeah, he was little.
Mm.
And I got down there and I ended up not having a good time, and I ended up getting in contact with family, and then that's when I found out about the place we started
Mm.
I was at before I met you.
Yep.
Um
So it's because of that you moved back to this town,
yeah,
our town.
and my ex best friend's mom, she kind of was, I don't want to say bitch, but she was
A bitch.
more aggressive.
Yeah, she was a bitch.
Yeah. So I ended up moving out, and I was like, that me having to break the window out, that was a coincidence. Like, something was telling me not to go because it wasn't a good idea.
Yeah.
And it was kind of just like two best friends talking. They're like, yeah, let's live together, we'll have so much fun, and da 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 da. And it just, yeah.
Yeah. And then fast forward to her being your ex best friend.
Yep.
Yeah. So you.
The whole time I was living there, she was a feminist. She did not like men at all. And like, even the situation, I was in her room, like we shared the bed, and then Kaylin had his pack and play. Then I ended up moving downstairs by the front door. They had like a little weird room right there, and there was like music stuff, and there was like one little bed, and apparently her dad slept in that room.
Gross.
And then he moved out with a friend or something because they're getting a divorce and stuff.
Yeah.
But he would come over and play the drums and stuff still. So there was some nights where I'd have Kalen in my arms, like rocking him, and he was asleep, and he's back there playing like drums and stuff, and I had to wait till he'd leave before I could go to sleep.
Was he at least like good at the drums? Was he giving you like a good like?
He was playing metal music, like he was doing metal music and shit. Like her parents were pretty cool.
Well, they got a divorce, so they were.
Yeah, they're toxic together. There was one night where they were actually fighting, and I was there, and they were throwing shit. And...
Okay, yeah, let's not get into personal stuff.
Yeah.
We're not here to spill all your tea.
But yeah, the whole experience just wasn't good. And I take that my car having that issue before I left was telling me that it's not going to be a good idea.
Well, like I said, this leading up to you moving back home, and I don't want to get cocky, okay?
Yeah.
But you know, that led you to me, and we've been living in a very small space together with 2 kids because economy sucks.
Yeah.
But we've had 0 fights, a couple disagreements here and there, you know, a healthy
which is
amount.
Normal.
Yeah, a healthy amount. But now your best friend at the time is now your ex best friend over something stupid.
Yep.
Can I talk about that?
Yes.
Cool. I'll summarize it really easy.
We're not gonna say her name and stuff.
I don't know her name.
Good.
You don't say her name.
I will not.
Essentially, Dana got a text from her going, "Oh, you should vote.
Who are you voting for?
You should." And you're like, "I'm gonna vote for Trump." And she's all like, or no, I told you, I was like, "Play it stupid." And so she's like, "Yeah, people shouldn't be voting for Trump, like,
well,
because of this and that and this and that." And
she asked me, like, we were having like a catch up conversation.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh yeah, who are you voting for this year?" Or no, she said,
"Are
you going to vote this year?
Are you going to vote for
Are you
Kamala?"
going to vote?
Is what she said.
No, not Kamala. She said, "Are you going to vote?" Period. Question mark, not period.
Yep.
And then I said, I was kind of playing it dumb.
I was like, you too. I said,
I don't know if I want to. I'm kind of like in the middle, you know, and all that. And she's like, "Well, it matters that you vote because of this and this. There's people not being able to get abortions or something like that." And then she started pressing me more on it and kind of making me talk about it because she thought it was important or something.
I told you, I was like, just play it dumb, ask some questions.
Yeah.
And it was really funny. She gave you some points, like her points that are important to her, and I'll respect it, whatever. But she ended it with, "It's funny that people don't do their own research."
Yeah.
And those points that she sent you, I was like, I'm gonna go digging on this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna do some research on this stuff and like just make sure I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Just to make
And
sure.
then
Yeah.
towards the end of the night, I asked you, I was like, can I just steal your phone?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, go for it. That was
It
really
needed to
nice.
happen.
That was really nice. It was really sweet. But all the stuff that she was sending you was bullshit.
Yeah.
And to the people listening, I don't care what your political affiliation is, really.
Yeah.
But it's important to the story that, like I said, I would never be in a relationship with a liberal because of all the disconnects, all the disagreements. The one that I was with before Dana, we would argue and yell all the time, nonstop. It was not healthy for the kids. It was not healthy for us. And I was never going to put the kids through something like that again. So it was very
Yeah.
important for me. And so tying into the coincidences with your story,
Yeah.
if everything would have gone good that day, you would have been living in a literal shithole.
Yeah.
And there would have been disagreements. And I mean, you and her have been separated for years, and you guys disagree over politics. And she just says, in a nice way. She said it in a nice way.
Yeah. Like she
Says,
wasn't super rude or
genuinely,
anything.
I hope you the best. But that was basically fuck you.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say something.
well, we are almost an hour in. Is it okay if I go off my last coincidence thing with me?
Yeah.
I wanted to touch on the biggest coincidence in my life, at least recent years, because it's only then that I realized how to, like, recognize them. But the biggest coincidence is when I started the faith, when I started digging into Norse paganism and heathenry and stuff like that.
I'm remembering what this coincidence is.
So I'm going to try to make a very long story short. So essentially, I was on TikTok because my ex at the time was obsessed, and once the kids went to sleep, it was her on TikTok and then me doing whatever. So I was like, fuck her, I'm gonna be on TikTok too. So anyways, so I'm scrolling through and I see a video of some dude talking about filling out a form for religious freedom to keep your beard in the military. And I skipped past it a lot, and then it just kept popping up, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this fucking guy. And then he touches on, like, if you are a Norse pagan or a heathen, if you want to keep your if you want to keep your beard in the military, here's a form that you need to fill out so you can keep your beard for religious freedom. And I was like, what the fuck is that? So that's when I started doing my research, and I kept it.
Wait. I just want to make sure that I'm getting this right. I thought that you didn't really do any research in the beginning, and you asked for signs.
I was about to say I kept the research very brief.
Okay. Sorry.
I kept the research very brief. Like, what the fuck is a Norse pagan? Then you look into it and you're like, oh, they venerate Odin and Thor and stuff like that. My immediate thought was people worship comic book characters, right?
I thought about movies.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I was like, oh, people worship comic book characters, and then I was like, these are legit fucking myths. These are legit. This was a legit faith, and the research that I did kept it strictly to the faith, not the myths, not about the gods, not the information in between. It was just like, what do Norse pagans do? What is Norse paganism? And usually it's like, we venerate these gods, we worship the ancestors, we don't believe in a heaven, we don't believe in a hell, the basic stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? And I remember I turned off my phone and I looked out the window and I was like, let's go see. So I get a cup of wine and I think I had like some snacks on a plate or something. But I went and I set the plate on the railing of the deck, and a looked up at the sky and was like, "Hey, I don't know if you're out there or not. I feel pretty stupid talking at the sky, but if this is a thing, if this is a legit thing, can you just like show me a sign?" So I dumped the wine in the bush and I left the plate out there overnight with the snacks or whatever. And um oh, in my thing, I was in my talk, I was like, give me some visions if you want, like don't hold back. And I'll tell you, like the next few weeks was just the worst vivid fucking dreams. Like horrible. I couldn't sleep. Like I had to tell them, I was like, you need to fucking stop because I'm not sleeping.
I believe it was Frigg
uh
who presented herself first, and I remember you saying that you were like turning more toward like Odin or something like that,
oh
and
yeah,
then she's shown in
mm,
more. I don't know.
yeah, I wanted like a manly figure. But the first person to show up, at least for me, was Frigg. And I say it's Frigg because I was getting premonitions.
Yeah.
Like I had a try not to get too into it. Um, one of the dreams was me, my ex, who I was with at the time, and her dad, who lived on the same property as us. We were climbing up the mountain next to the property, and we were pretty high up. And um, the girl that I was with at the time slides off the cliff, grabs on the edge of the cliff, and is screaming bloody murder. And I can still picture that fucking scream. And I look up at Grandpa, and I'm like, take care of the kids. Like, if something happens to me, take care of the kids. And I decided to go after her to try to help her up. And I think both of us fell.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty big, important one because a couple months after that, me and her ended up splitting up. And that's the whole, try not to get too detailed and drag this on, but essentially, like, I'm having these dreams. I had that one, and I thought for a second, I was like, does that mean that me and her is gonna break up? Yeah, it was. It wasn't a coincidence that I had that fucking dream. Like, I had to choose between her or Grandpa and the kids. And obviously I chose Grandpa and the kids.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still helping out Grandpa, love him to death, and I'm still there for the kids. And to this day, I don't think I would sacrifice myself for my ex. Like, sorry, Dad's gonna be here for the kids.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think about a month or two after I've been having these horrible dreams, and I told the gods to like chill it a bit. Me and her ended up splitting up. Went lived with a relative for a little bit, and then I found these cheap apartments, and I moved here, and then all that led up to meeting my good friend that lives a 2-minute walk away. Like, that's
and then you met me.
then I met you. But for me, that was a big turning point. Like, I'm still this baby heathen. I happen to live right down the fucking street from an experienced heathen who was a friend of a friend, and we were able to be introduced. And then now we're like, she is somebody that I consider my sister. I can go to her for
she's family for sure.
anything. And I mean, that's one of the biggest coincidences, because if it wasn't for me being here right next to where you were living too, I mean, this is what I mean. This is the biggest coincidence of my life, is I landed here in this spot right down the road from you, where you were living, right down the road from her where she was living. And then now me, you, and her are
close.
Very, very close people. And you guys are like some of my favorite people. Yeah. Besides the kids, obviously. But if it wasn't for me meeting her and helping me, go on, like, learn with the faith, she taught me a lot of the spiritual sides of things. Even though I was very, when you go through like a breakup and there's kids involved and you're stuck in a little apartment by yourself a lot, you get into some pretty dark places. Yeah. But when you meet somebody down the road who's just like full of energy and an amazing person, Like when you get to those dark times, you're like, oh, I'll just text her, see how she's doing.
Yeah.
See if she wants to hang out. And I honestly think if I didn't meet her, I probably would have done the whole boom.
Mm.
I don't think I could have gone through it. And it's just like, just those little itty bitty moments.
Yeah.
You're sitting there alone, and then for a second, you're thinking, maybe I could just do that. And then you're like, maybe I should see if she wants to hang out. She helped me through a very tough time.
Yeah.
Because me, I'm a family man. I love being around the kids, and then not having the kids here was just a little bit too much. And
plus, when you have all that time, it's like you're gonna be in your head all the time.
Plus, I did have a thought was like maybe because I have a hard time introducing this faith to people because I see it like as soon as you learn that it's a thing, it like I don't know, take a page from the Tate brothers book. Like it unravels you from the matrix. Like something happens when you go down this path. You start to see things for how they are. If you're a true believer, and if things have not been unraveled with you, you should probably start looking more inward.
Yeah.
Like you might have something going on because I'm a completely different person than who I was before.
I also believe that go and explore different religious beliefs before you set your mind to one, because you could experience one that's really good for yourself, and then if you experience a lot of them, then you can figure out which one's gonna call you, which one's gonna be more your style, which one's gonna be more comfortable. Even
go to the call.
Yeah.
And we have said this in the past. Like I don't see this as like this is the only one true religion. Like I think that if you were to see the universe for what it is, see the truth for what it is, your brain couldn't take it and you would snap.
Yeah.
And these religions are just tethers and like aspects of this thing. And if something calls to you, go for it.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't hurt other people. If you want to start hurting other people, you're fucked up. Sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there's a lot of us out here that these tethers are reaching out to. And if you want to hurt one of us, you're fucking up the whole system.
Yeah.
So as long as it doesn't hurt nobody, and as long as you're not a fucking dick, do what you want. Go to whatever feels right. If you want to go, I don't know, study Hinduism, do it.
Yeah.
We're not saying like this is for everybody. It's not. Yeah. We touched on the call of the North. When I always see this call as you're down on your luck, you're at that fucking rock bottom. You got
it's
nothing else
in your life,
and you hear about this, and you're like, "This is home. This is fucking home." That's for me. It's not for everybody, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Go do what you want to do. If you want to be Christian, go do it. Just don't be a dick.
I also want to say that Freya was the first god to reach out to me, and she I don't know if it was like a history thing, but I had a dream about her. I don't know if I talked about it before, but
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I do turn to her a lot, but maybe it's just because she's the first one to reach out. Maybe it's one that I'm more comfortable with. Like when we meditate, she's the one who's there with me. And like when I'm doing my meditations, I'm like a little kid. Yeah. And she's just making sure that I'm not getting lost.
I love that kind of stuff. It's beautiful. Like there's not a right or wrong God to go towards. Just I usually just kind of you set your boundaries and then open yourself up and see who comes to you.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm right, but I feel like me and her are similar. Like I don't know, like personality wise or like strength wise, or I feel like it could be both. Or
it could be more. Like a woman thing. Like you guys relate on
exactly.
That. As far as I'm aware, she's not a mom, but probably is.
That's pretty cool. I did have an experience with Frigg. I have a son and he's pretty crazy. And most of the time you know what I mean? Most of the time I do doubt myself and stuff. And so my husband, he suggested that I reach out to Frigg.
Yeah, my nipples just got hard when you said that.
So I had wrote her a letter. I got some lavender and what else did we put in it? Chamomile.
Chamomile. Yeah.
Yeah, so we went out and I had did like an offering to her.
Mm-hmm. You wrote some stuff on a piece of paper, a note,
Yeah.
which I did not see. That was
Yeah.
purely you thing.
I kind of felt like it would be just
Mm-hmm.
between me and her.
Well, another coincidence. You said I feel like she would like lavender,
Yeah.
and months after, because this was postponed for a while.
Yeah.
Months after, I was reading something on Frigg that said that she liked lavender, and I remember texting you. I was like, "Hey, this is a funny coinkydink." There's the word again, coinkydink, coincidence.
Yeah.
Funny coincidence. I just read this thing about how Frigg liked lavender because of this or whatever the fuck I was saying.
Yeah. In my experience with it, when I was lighting it, doing my offering and stuff,
While I was wrestling the whiny kids off to the
they
side.
were actually pretty quiet most of the time.
To you,
Yeah,
I was there like, shut the fuck up.
But I do remember.
Why do I have to shut the fuck up? I'm like, just Dana's doing a thing. Just shh.
I do remember you had. I think she was giving you visions or something when I was talking about doing this. She wanted the kids to be happy and all that, but yeah, I didn't really pay attention to the kids.
That's good.
While I was lighting it, I noticed that the flame was acting unusual. Like it would light and then it would dance off the paper and then it would go out. And then I just remember after I had ground myself, I remembered like, I don't know if it was like just a feeling or her voice or something, but she's like, it's okay. This is what this experience is supposed to be needed as for you specifically. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I put the paper down on the ground and I was like, maybe I should just light it this way. I was like testing the waters, and I had gone over the piece of paper that was lit. And then her voice or whatever it was like, you're being too overpowering.
Yeah, you're trying to force
back.
it.
Step back, be patient. And then as I did that, I noticed that there was little streaks of flame going through each paper. Like it was like scanning it almost. Like it was very weird. And she's like, this is me making sure that I understand you fully. Understanding what you and Kaylin are like. Because I did put a lot of personal stuff in there. My connection with him. You're not his biological dad. And I just put all that stuff in. And she's like, I'm scanning it for you and him. And she's like, I don't know if I told you this actually, but she's like, I noticed that you have a specific idea of how a kid should be raised, especially since what you've come from, like your parents, how your parents raised you, how your foster mom raised you. There's a lot of negativity with each side. And I just took from it as like, be more patient with him, be not so overbearing, be not so, me not being so, he should be one way. Just because the way I was raised, it's not good for him.
Yeah.
And that's what I took from the experience, I haven't heard from her since, so I feel like it was a good lesson. Just lighting the freaking paper.
Yeah.
I got all that from that. And then I think it was enough.
Yeah, that's amazing. You haven't told me about that yet.
Yeah.
I appreciate you sharing that with me and,
yeah.
tons of people on the internet.
Yeah, I feel like some people might look at Frigg as being like super overpowering or something like that.
Like a tight ass.
Yeah. But she's actually pretty caring in some ways. Like she's going to be blunt, honest and all that, but she's a mom.
That's almost all the gods out there.
Yeah.
Thor is a funny dude when I first started working with him.
I was thinking before we started this that our experiences with gods are going to be so different than anybody's.
Yeah.
Anybody's out there. Like you can have a bad experience with Frigg, for example. And then somebody's like, oh yeah, I had a really good experience with her. And then you're like, oh, well, that's not my experience.
If you talk with everybody that has ever hung out with me in my life, there's people that don't like me and there's people that love the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
people are people, and if you're somebody that I don't like, I'm not gonna be nice to you. So
Yeah.
if they're being nice to you, that means they like you.
Yeah, it's funny.
If they don't like you, legit, you'll get a big middle finger, and you're just everything will just get kind of fucked up for a little bit.
There was one thing that happened with Thor, and you're like, oh, he's probably gonna be offended by that, and then you're like, oh, I just started laughing in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what it was, but
Yeah, my first thing, nothing to do with coincidences. So, I just want to emphasize, with your experience, it was a coincidence that your paper would not burn, and you were at this for like a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was a while, and plus there was some people doing karaoke and shit in the background.
That was so bad too.
It's so bad.
Anyways, just to emphasize, your paper, you sat there for 20 fucking minutes, and I remember I was peeking back at you. I was like, is the paper burnt? And like, you're sitting there with the lighter the whole fucking time.
Oh yeah, I forgot I mentioned one thing too. At the very end, the freaking paper turned into a heart. Like the shape of the whole piece of paper, it turned into the shape of a heart.
Like the paper like turned into ash and then left like a little heart shape.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. You didn't save it?
No, because I burned it all.
Should have saved it. That's fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, it like turned into a heart, and I'm like, that's just like symbolizing love.
Yeah, every time I've ever done
that was a coincidence.
Every time I've ever done an offering with a note, the paper does not want to catch on fire.
I remember us talking about it. We're like, maybe it's like a certain paper, like with chemicals and stuff, and then we're like, nah.
I've lit tons of fires with those papers.
Yeah.
Like I used to, before me and my ex split up, we had a fireplace, so we would light during the winter.
Yeah.
And I would use the said papers to light the fucking fire. So unless they started putting chemicals on it between then and now, which I doubt because that takes more money, like it's only then when you're doing like an offering, it's just a coincidence that it takes so long for it to light.
Yeah.
Like I told you with that one that I did with Balder, it took forever to burn, and I went back there a couple weeks after, and it was still not completely burned. When I unraveled it, the only words that were there was like don't give up during hard times or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh shit.
Whoa, coincidence.
I need to burn the rest of this. I wish I would have fucking kept that.
Yeah.
That would have been such a cool fucking thing. But I was going to touch on something else, but honestly I forgot. But we are running almost an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So
it's been a good experience. Oh, our last episode, there was a ghosty ghost or something.
Oh shit! Yeah, 48 minutes and like 48 seconds.
It was 48 minutes and 47.
About 48 seconds.
About 48 seconds. Yeah.
Okay, think about it. 48.
Yeah.
Is that a fucking coincidence? So
we did
okay.
Before we started, we invited the gods.
Yep, we invited the gods. Specifically, we invited Odin in to help, bring us wisdom, keep our brain steady. We brought Braggy in to help our tongues speak well and to be able to present well and stuff. And at 48 minutes, so okay, go to the last episode, please, for the love of the fucking gods. This creeped me the fuck out. It
was crazy.
I listened to our episodes a good like 3 times to try to find like little clips for our TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
And on like the 3rd, 4th time listening to this, there's a spot. If just go back to 48 minutes and 40 seconds, there's a spot where I say something like, well, that's the end of my list. And then you hear a voice in the background go, great.
Yeah, literally. Clear as freaking day.
And I slowed it down. I went to like fucking 50 speed and I listened to it 100 times. It's a fucking voice.
There was one time I was like, maybe it was me farting.
Yeah, you're like, was it a fart? Was it a burp? Because that happens, obviously.
Yeah.
But
no, it's a voice.
Clear as fucking day. It's just a voice going, great. And it's not my voice. It's not your voice.
It sounds like not close.
It was just me, you, and the boy who was asleep.
Yeah. And he doesn't have a man's voice. He's a little boy.
He's fucking like 2.
Yeah. But anyways, the voice in the video doesn't sound far.
It sounds.
But it doesn't
It
sound.
literally sounds like it was at our door,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is only
Not that far away.
8 feet from
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
From the front door.
Mm-hmm. It was like they're just standing over there chilling or something.
Yeah, just standing in the fucking corner, just going, great. But we are about an hour and 20 minutes in, so let's wrap the show up. So
Yeah.
hopefully you guys got a good lesson out of this, and hopefully I did good speaking, even though I was a little bit buzzy. I'm more towards like,
You did keep stumbling.
that's just normal.
Are you
And
forgetting about the incest?
shut the fuck up. Once I was in my brain, I just could not like don't say this. I said it. Don't say this. I said it. Don't say this. I said it.
Okay.
My lease does not say anything about incest, but maybe it should. I'm about to start cracking jokes. I'm not.
Okay.
But yeah, go back to our last episode. Go to like 48 minutes and 40 seconds and listen for that voice just going great. And dude, slow it down. Seriously, I slowed it down and it just fucking says great.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that.
Clear as day.
Great. It's not my voice.
No.
Very different from my
It's
voice.
very different.
It was just me and you and the boy who was asleep in the room. And
Yeah.
even if our neighbors next door were like, great, you wouldn't fucking hear it in our room.
Mm-mm.
Like,
Yeah.
anyways, hope you guys got something out of that. If you loved it, if you hated us, just give us a 5-star rating. Anyways,
Give us a comment. Let us know.
yeah, any comments, questions, and concerns, mostly questions. If you guys want to see if you want hear, not see, if you guys want to hear an episode on a topic, certain topic, give us a email at halfassedheathenpod@gmail.com. We are on TikTok at the same name, half-assed heathen pod.
Half-assed heathen pod. I did it.
Half-assed heathen pod on TikTok. You can shoot us a DM there. We should probably open up a Instagram or something.
Yeah.
Instagram is where it's at. But feel free, shoot us a message, comment, email. Please don't forget to share the show with your loved one, with the one that you've been dreaming of your whole life. Share this with somebody for the fuck of it. Just scroll through your friends list and just fucking hit the friends list. We're on fucking Spotify. Fucking share us.
Do it.
We want more people. We want more community. And the ones that we have aren't fucking asking us shit.
We want some more feedback. We want some more questions. We want
topics, anything.
We want all the stuff. We want to interact. We want to do the stuff.
With seriously, no fucking judgment. There's no stupid questions.
Yeah.
If we can't generate like a whole episode of it, I'll just like try to help you out.
Even if you think it is a stupid question, we'll still break it down. We'll get the stuff.
Yeah.
We'll be respectful.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I said, we can just talk one-on-one. If you just have a simple question that can't span an hour and 23 minutes and 6 seconds, like, I'll just kind of help you out. But yeah, we would love some more like community interaction.
Yeah.
Jinx.
Yomi soda.
I was gonna say
you were supposed to say that, but yeah.
Anyways, do this. do the stuff. Share the like and the follow. We've been off schedule the last couple weeks, so hit that bell so that if you want to hear from us, you get notified on your device of your listening of Spotify. And keep your fucking eye out for coincidences. And also,
share your experiences.
Share your experiences with us and stuff in the comments.
Share your coincidences.
I don't know. Go drink some fucking protein. Do some fucking push-ups.
Go meditate.
Skal y'all.
Skal y'all.
Skal y'all.